Hello. Welcome back to Becky Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, we are going to be doing some adulting. In my previous long-term savings video, I indicated that I would be changing things around and that I am full on struggling with the no spend. I don't know what my problem is. I cannot do it. I am just fully on the struggle bus. I apparently put her in the corner. Sorry, sweet little Ivy. And really, we just kind of need to rein that in. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. So I wanted to go ahead and do this in advance so that you guys didn't have to watch me do it because I wasn't really sure what my plan was. Let's see if I can get you in here to see this. I wasn't really sure what my plan was going to be. So I went ahead and kind of did a bit of arranging on my own. So I went ahead and did a calendar. I put all of my bills on it. I highlighted the weeks from those paychecks that those bills needed to cover. So this week is all covered by the same paycheck. This 2 weeks is covered by the same paycheck. Green is all the same paycheck, and then yellow is the same paycheck. And I'm going to do the next month the same way. We will see how it goes. I know that I have a budget planner from Salisa, which I think I've showed you guys, that basically has this, but I needed it to be, I don't know, more at my fingertips, I think, and also be able to do it on the computer. So this is basically our bills. I've gone ahead and done a monthly breakdown. Includes all of our bills, all of our debt, variable spending, the sinking funds. This is long-term savings or my videos that I make. And then these are the sinking funds basically that I would like to stuff into every week to try and get that spending more under control. So this is a whole monthly overview. Don't mind my paper. I got in a fight with a hole punch. Okay, I went ahead and started a monthly expense tracker. Everything in green is expected expenses. The 3 in red are things that I hadn't budgeted for, basically. This day I had made my coffee at home. I put my creamer in it and it came out in chunks. So I did not have coffee at home this day. And let me just tell you, it was a struggle all morning. So I took a break and went and got some food and a coffee. All of the rest of these were expected expenses that had been planned for. Let's see, the 6th, we went ahead and got coffee and smoothies as a family. That was not a planned expense. And then we went to Target. We were planning on getting some stuff for our dog. However, we also bought a family game, and that wasn't something that had been planned for. So I went ahead and did that entire expense as something that was not planned. So I have two spend days so far. I'm really happy with that. I'm hoping by writing this down, it's going to keep me accountable and I will be able to pay attention to that. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Here is the weekly paycheck breakdown. My husband and I both got paid the same day. Luckily, this is the last time that will happen for the next 3 months or so. Our paychecks hit funny and we go 3-month block where we have the same week paycheck and then a 3-month block where it's like every other. So I'm really happy to be in that every other. That really helps with groceries and things. The groceries are so hard because you You never know what you're going to spend. I'm also working really hard to rein that in because I think we're spending too much on groceries every week. I did have it down to $800 for the 4 of us. But I don't know, with grocery prices raising, I'm almost up to $1,200 a month, and I just think it's too much. So I am working on reining that in. So let's see. With that, I paid our mortgage, I paid our internet, the kids' allowances, natural gas, trash, and Verizon. And then we had a Care Credit, a Home Depot credit card. I had one of those promotions where it's like, pay it off within 18 months and you don't get any interest. Well, this is what I had to pay off because that expired later this week. And so went ahead and paid that off. We have child care. My husband's truck is going to the shop. You'll see in another video that we end up pulling the funds from that sinking funds. The vehicle maintenance is what we're going to use to pay that. It's not going to cover that, and we're going to have to come up with some more. But I did get groceries. I kept it below $250 this week, which I thought was really great because I had to buy a new mop, and that was $50. So I feel like this week's spending on groceries feels fantastic. And I did get gas, and it was $60, but I didn't have that written in there yet. So basically, this is a paycheck breakdown. It's technically for 2 weeks because we don't get paid again until the 19th. So this went ahead and took care of all of those expenses. And I feel like I did really good. So I'm going to continue to do these. I will probably do the next one on camera so that you guys can watch me adult. And it's going to help me stay accountable. Plus, I think it will be so much better once we get paid weekly and we can account for all of those expenses. Don't have to hang on to funds to make sure we have money for groceries. So I will continue that. With that being said, I stuffed my mini Mondays, and we were taking those funds every time a challenge was finished and putting it into our sinking funds. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I stopped doing that the last video. The challenges that were completed, we went ahead and put in here. And we're going to go ahead and continue to do that. Every time we complete a challenge, we're going to put it in here. I think monthly we're going to clean that out and apply those funds where they need to go and what fits best for the budget at the time. So I am going to continue to stuff the mini Mondays because I really like it. I think it's helpful. It's fun. I mean, you know, instant gratification by completing a challenge. You're saving in cash. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with any of that. However, with that, I am going to change my sinking funds, my sinking fund envelopes. So I am going to go ahead and keep all of these for each of us. I am going to keep the pantry restock, but I'm not going to probably fill it all that much. If we have extra funds each week from our grocery budget, which is groceries and all household goods, basically. So if we need toilet paper, paper towels, shampoo, conditioner, it all comes out of that grocery fund or allowance. So we are going to leave this. We are going to leave clothes because school's coming up and we're going to need that. I'm keeping pet care. I'm keeping school. It doesn't have very much in it, and I probably will not up this again until school starts. But it's really nice when my kids come to me and say, "Oh, Mom, tomorrow we have this fundraiser and I need $5, or Mom, I need $10. It's really great to just pull from that. I am going to continue with the glasses. The hair is going to transform into personal care. So we will also leave that. Home maintenance is staying. Vehicle maintenance is staying. And oh shit is staying. Okay, I am going to get rid of gifts because I am saving for that technically in the long-term savings, and I'm just going to pull from that from now on. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the beekeeping. I don't put money in this often enough, and we're going to have to just figure out a better way to budget on this one. And then irrigation water. This is something that gets paid yearly. Right now, nothing is getting stuffed in there at all, and so I'm just pulling it. Vehicle licensing is the same. I have a vehicle that needs to be licensed this month. It's $100. We're just gonna pay it. And the deposit envelope, I guess it should probably stay. That way I can just kind of toss funds into it and then take them to the bank, which is actually what we're going to need to do today because my husband has to get his air conditioner fixed on his truck, and it's going to cost about $500. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one. And we had to buy weed and feed and gas for the lawnmower. Let's go ahead and do 60. Weed and feed is so expensive. Why is it so expensive? Oh, and what else did we buy? Weed and feed, gas, weed spray for not the lawn. Okay. And this glasses one I think is going to change to a medical so that it's not specifically glasses. I'll probably leave the dashboard the same, but that's okay. Okay. And then, so we're going to take back to the bank 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 211 apparently. 211. We'll go ahead and put this right here. And then let me go grab my wallet because I've changed that and I want to show it to you guys and I forgot to grab it. Okay, so this is my new wallet. I got it off of Amazon. I can link it below. I wanted something that I would be able to kind of have my envelopes in, but I didn't want it to be huge. I struggle with going to the store and my kids wanting me to carry their stuff and me carrying my own stuff. And then by the time I'm done, my purse is gigantic and I don't even want to carry it anymore. So I've only had this about a week. I am liking it. So I will kind of show it to you. I ended up taking my balance sheets out of the monthly kit. I added a little tab to it and I've put it into each one of these little spaces. So I have Becky, groceries, gas, dining out, entertainment, my kids' envelopes, and childcare. So as you can see, they're in there. They fit well. I haven't written anything on them yet because I have not spent anything from what I have in there. But I'm going to make it a point to pull the cash from the bank and stuff these sinking funds. Or just envelopes so that I have them all the time. Technically, I guess I could have pulled from entertainment for that one red, and I wouldn't have had to make it red, but I left my wallet in the car, so it came out of our buffer. So it's red because of that. But I'm going to go ahead and stuff these. Right now, I also grocery shop online and have my groceries delivered to me, and I think that that is an amazing thing to take advantage of. It really, I really love it. It's definitely convenience. It saves me time. But I'm wondering if that's part of the reason that I'm spending so much money on groceries, because I'm overusing the convenience of it all. And, you know, it's really easy to be like, oh, I need this. I'm going to have them deliver it to me. It'll be here in the next 2 hours. Well, that's great, except you're paying a fee for using the service. So Walmart Plus or Kroger or whatever you're using, then you're paying the fee for it to be expedited, to get it within the certain amount of time, 1 or 2 hours, and then you're also tipping on top of that. And sometimes just using that service costs you an extra $30. And I think that is where I am losing some of the funds that I can reel in. So my hope is if I go ahead and pull the cash from the bank and just physically go to the store myself. I know it's going to take more time. I know it's going to be more frustrating, but my hope is that if I stick to my list and I see all of the stuff in my grocery cart and think, oh my gosh, I'm spending so much money, I cannot handle this anymore, that I will be able to rein it in. So if you guys have any tips on reining in your spending, as far as grocery goes, or your sinking funds, or, you know, things that you use for convenience that you're trying to stop using, please let me know. Please comment below. I would love any tips that you guys would like to share. So in a nutshell, that is what I will be doing in the future. Again, I really like this wallet. I will go ahead and link it below. I actually think it's cheaper on Temu, but I was impatient again. Problem. I've got to learn patience. So I want to say it was like $10 on Temu and like $30 on Amazon. But I didn't want to wait 3 weeks for it to come on Temu, because I really wanted to rein in the spending, and it was worth it for me to get it here so that I could start doing that. So with that, thank you for listening to me adult. I'm really trying to take care of that. If you know somebody who needs help reining in their budget, please share this video with them. We can work on that together. Maybe we'll have tips for one another. Please give this video a like. Please share this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.